While American soldiers were dying across the globe, one company quietly built an empire. This isn't a story about patriotism. It's a story about power, money, and a war most people don't realize they were funding. In 1941, Coca-Cola President Robert Woodruff made a promise. Every American soldier would get a bottle of Coke for just 5 cents, no matter where they were, no matter what it cost the company. The public loved it. The soldiers loved it. The government loved it. But hidden behind this act of support was the largest corporate expansion in history, all disguised as charity. By the time World War II ended, Coca-Cola had built 64 bottling plants across 3 continents, introduced billions of people to its product for the first time, and eliminated nearly all competition, all funded by the U.S. government. This is how Coca-Cola turned a war into a global monopoly. This is how they turned death into profit. And this is why they are still winning today. Before December 1941, Coca-Cola was big in America, but not global. Operations in 44 countries existed, but they were small, inconsistent, and vulnerable. Then Pearl Harbor happened. The U.S. entered the war. Woodruff saw what nobody else did. 16 million American soldiers deploying worldwide, governments spending unlimited money, competitors facing sugar shortages, and a chance to change everything. The official story is simple. Woodruff wanted to support the troops, to give them a taste of home, to boost morale. Every history book repeats this. Every archive celebrates it. But look closer. This was strategic warfare disguised as charity. Within months, Woodruff secured something unprecedented, a special exemption from sugar rationing. While ordinary Americans were limited and small businesses were collapsing, Coca-Cola had unlimited sugar imports. Pepsi, on the other hand, had faced near bankruptcy in the past due to rationing. Their revival, 12 ounces for a nickel, was wiped out. Coca-Cola had the soldiers' access, the sugar, and government backing. This wasn't luck. The government chose a champion. They removed obstacles. There was still one major problem. Shipping millions of glass bottles across war zones was impossible. Cargo space prioritized ammunition, food, and fuel, not soda. Coca-Cola's solution: build bottling plants right at the front lines, shipping only concentrated syrup. Military infrastructure, protection, and transport handled the rest. Coca-Cola brought the American dream in a bottle. By June 1943, General Eisenhower sent a telegram from North Africa. He wanted 10 bottling plants, 6 million bottles per month, immediately. Coca-Cola delivered 64, fully operational, capable of producing 20,000 bottles a day each. And when the war ended, Coca-Cola kept every single one. Taxpayers didn't get reimbursed. The infrastructure, supply chains, and local networks all became private property. Coca-Cola sent 248 civilian employees in military uniforms called technical observers, or Coca-Cola colonels, to run these plants. North Africa, Italy, France, Belgium, the Philippines, New Guinea, Iceland. Wherever American soldiers went, Coca-Cola went, and it stayed. These plants, networks, and relationships laid the foundation for global dominance. 5 billion bottles were consumed by military personnel during the war. Portable units fit through submarine hatches. Jungle dispensers were painted green. Refrigeration systems were built for the desert. This was not morale. This was infrastructure and market control on a scale that would have taken decades to achieve in peacetime. All taxpayer-funded, all celebrated as patriotism. And the story gets darker. While marketing freedom and democracy, Coca-Cola operated in Nazi Germany. Max Keith, their German division head, kept operations running when American syrup shipments stopped. He created Fanta using apple and whey scraps. Fanta became the official soft drink of the Third Reich, sold at rallies, and maintained infrastructure. After the war, Coca-Cola reclaimed Fanta, absorbed the profits, and rewarded Keith. Ideology didn't matter. Market share did. Coca-Cola had effectively played both sides, ensuring dominance no matter the war's outcome. Coca-Cola turned World War II into the greatest corporate expansion in history. Sugar exemptions crushed competition. Military-funded factories built permanent infrastructure. Patriotic narratives disguised profit motives. Operations on both sides ensured victory regardless of ideology. By the end of the war, Coca-Cola operated in over 100 countries, while Pepsi remained the only serious competitor. Post-war expansion was explosive. Europe, Asia, the Pacific, Africa. Where American troops went, Coca-Cola dominated. Resistance failed. Cultural imperialism became reality. By the 1950s, the red and white logo was more than a drink. It was a symbol of American power. Robert Woodruff understood power. Wrap exploitation in the right narrative, and the public will thank you. Crisis becomes opportunity. Public funds can create private empires. Patriotism can justify monopoly. Coca-Cola executed faster, bigger, and smarter than anyone else. Today, Coca-Cola sells nearly 2 billion servings per day in over 200 countries. The supply chains, bottling partnerships, and distribution networks built between 1941 and 1945 are still the backbone of global dominance. Not through superior product or marketing, but through strategic exploitation, government-backed expansion, and narrative control. The next time you see that red and white logo, remember, it's not just soda, not just American culture. It's power disguised as patriotism, profit disguised as service, infrastructure built on public funds. That is the real taste of Coca-Cola, and it has nothing to do with sugar.